Please subscribe and share and like our channel. New-Mex videos. Original stories by Pedro and Diego.
Well, it is amassing. How things have changed. Yes, some changes are for the good, but whole lot more have been bad influence for our kids and have been a fact. Even the government have said that too much violence in games or show have now influence in our kid mind of how that are be growing up. They will be liking see a lot of blood in games and show that some of them can't tell the different from reality and fantasy anymore. Their mind is so corrupt with blood and killing that if a person bleed to death in front of them, I bet they will see it as a very funny thing, and may even clap their hands in cheer frenzy. Now I will show you some of our videos and you can see that they are different. Maybe the looks is not there like the professionals, but we make our best to make them funny and sometimes educational.
Where are all the babies boomers? Well, have you seen or put attention to all the old couples holding hand? I myself am a baby boomer, and I still like to hold my wife's hand. But some of the baby boomers are going instinct. This short informational video is about seniors. Why today seniors are getting forgotten and sometime abuse. Where are the sons and daughters? Have they themselves gone extinct? If so, who are going to take care of the ones that are still alive? Are they going to give the government the job of taking care of whom they are supposed to take care of? Please, we need your comments in this matter. And please go to YouTube and share and like this video and subscribe to our channel. Our link is New-Mex videos. From this to this. Yes, the good life. Thank God. In the last video I show how and why kids get abused and sometimes killed by strangers and in times by their own parents. Now there are yet other humans that are being abused. They are being abused verbally and in times physical, and even more gruesome murdered, and probably you won't believe this one. Some are even being raped. Yes, and you'll ask, where are this abuse is happening? Well, some in their own homes. Yes, in their own homes, where they supposed to be safe, but by whom? Would you believe by their own children, just like some kids that are being abused and murdered by their own parents. I myself witnessed some talk between three men and their sister about an old man that was being thrown in the old home. One of them said, I bet he will live to be 100. And we have to come and see him all the time. Instead of saying we hope he lived to be 100. I think I am going to paint my house next week.
Hold it. I think you meant Sally house, correct?
Hey, who am I? Chopped liver.
Dad, why are Jones fighting? They look mad at each other.
Son, I will explain that in another day. But now I have work to do. You don't want me to get fire, do you?
Mr. Valdez. Here is the paint for the house. I will leave it here, okay? Yes, Mr. Jones. I will start right away. Your house will be finished in 2 days.
Mr. Valdez. Do you got a minute? I would like your advice on something, please.
Yes, Paul. I will see if I can help you. Well, how can I help?
Well, sir. You have worked and been a good friend to my dad. And you have known us since we were very small, correct? I think we've been a very united family, but things are not going very good these days. My brother and sister have decided to admit Dad to a nursing home, even if I don't agree. They are not letting me decide too.
Well, son, I can't give you advice, or tell you what to do. What I can do, talk to you and ask you questions, then you will be more informed. Okay, why do you think that the nursing home is not the right place to admit your father? Who can take care of him at home, or he is capable of taking care of himself? All those questions have to be answered first, so you can make, and see if you are right for them.
Yes, sir. You are right. I am going to look at all those things that you have mentioned. That way I know if I am right.
But please remember, son, sometimes there is no right or wrong answers. In those moments, the only important fact is to see what is better for Mr. Jones, not for you or your kins.
Thank you, sir. You've been a lot of help for me. Thank you very much again, Mr. Valdez.
You are welcome, son. Glad to be of help.
Are your parents alive? If they are, you are extremely lucky, because some of us, we didn't even knew ours. So if you still got your father and mother, you are double lucky. So what are you waiting for? Enjoy them, go now and give them a big hug, tell them how much you care for them and how much you love them. Why wait until they are laying down in the funeral home, where you will be hitting your chest, and crying? So everyone will see you and they may think that you love them so much. Because you may fool some, but you will not fool everyone. In 1965 I knew a couple that had 10 children. The youngest was my age, which was 16 years old. And that the first and last family that I have heard that did a nice thing, monetary-wise, for their parents. In those days there was a lot of field work, each kid on their paid day. They started to send $5 each week. Now $5 a week from each one was $50 a week for their parents. In those days they had enough to eat and to pay someone to help with housework. Mr. Valdez, I've been thinking about what we talked last time when we saw each other. Well, I figured, since my dad paid my whole schooling and my brother's, then it's our turn to pay him back. We have to be paid the nursing home, and we are splitting the bill 3 ways. Why not paid someone to take care of him at home? And I even think we will save money. Anyway, that is what I think. Now I will have to sell the idea my brother and sister. But I think they will go for it. They are always talking about saving money. And I am sure that we are going to save money. Frank, Sally and I came to see you and talk about Dad. I came into a very nice information about the cost of nursing home versus home care. And the cost of paying someone to take care, not only Dad but at the same time help Mom with house chores. Here Sally got a chart of how much the cost of the nursing home, and that of home care. And as you can see, it is very nice saving. What I was thinking that with what we are going to save, 1 year of saving can be used for a nice vacation. You or Sally can take every year with your family, correct?
Yes, I see the saving. But what the catch? You are not counting yourself in the vacations.
Well, having Dad and Mom in their home is the best vacation that I can have. Seeing them happy is another. There is a verse in the Bible that say, "A man shall leave his parents so he be united with his wife so they can become one." But God didn't say abandon your parent, and to let them see how they manage by themselves in their old age. God did put a verse in the Bible that state, "Honor your father and mother." As you can see, I have heard a lot of lame excuses for not seeing their parent. Some say my dad always beat us with the belt, and that is why I hate him. In one of those time I did ask the man, "How many times have you been in jail?" And he said, "Are you crazy? I have not seen a jail from the inside." How about your boys? Well, they have been in there, and one is there for some time. Does it feel good seeing him in there? What do you think your dad was doing? I will tell you, he was helping you stay out of trouble. Do you understand him now? Well, there is a saying that say, "Children learn by example." What example are you showing your kids? Please remember, you yourself will get old one day. Are your kids see you talking to your parents? I am not talking about on Father or Mother Day only, I am talking about every time you have a change. You see, sometimes it happen in your own family. Once in a while I ask my wife, "Have your son call you today?" Sometimes she say yes, and another time she will make an excuse for them, that goes like this: "I think he come very tired and was not able to call me." So I tell her his or her fingers probably fall down and they are not able to dial a phone. Imahen too tired to dial a phone. I know it is bad for her when I say that to her, but parents, stop making excuses for them. Now please tell me your excuse. If you don't see your parents, maybe it will be one that I have not heard yet. Yay, right. Honey, I will be going to my parents' home. Do you want to come along?
No, thank. Their home does not smell good.
Dad, I don't want to go also. Dad, please don't make me go. Mona's right, their house smell awful. And Grandpa and Grandma smell just like their house, very bad. Every time we go over there they want to hug me, and I hate when they do that. They are your father and mother, not mine. Besides, every time we come back home from visiting them, Mona make me take a bath. She say because I smell bad like them.
I think they are right. I should not force them to do what they are not willing. And they are my parents, not there, and beside their house does smell bad. I think even myself should wait until Dad fixes his house. I think I will wait myself to visit them again. And I thought they were going to leave me a nice house. But not that shamble of a house. I think even the land is not worth nothing. Oh well, at least I got a good education. I make more money that I can spend, and that is the good life. Mrs. Hernandez, can you and Miss Silva get together and plan yourselves, you own schedule for a total of 7 days work? My sister will get in touch with you both, and arrange your salary. By the way, my parents' name are Fred and Dana Jones. And you can call me Rick if you like to. Like you. No, my mom is confined to a wheelchair, but they both can take their own medicine. But for now just help them with housework and some cooking please. I love my parents very much, so please do your best to help them in any way possible. Well, thank you both, and now I will be leaving for work now.
Hi, my name is Pedro, and this beautiful woman to my right is my wife of 51 years. Well, we don't look like that to other people, but for me she is as beautiful as the day we got married, and more so. Well, what do you folks think of the two families, and their way of thinking? The first man did put more attention to his family, and that in itself is not bad because he have obligation to his family. But what about the way he was thinking? He was not thinking about his parent, he was thinking of them in a monetary sense. And he said that he made more money that he was able to spend. But did he think about helping them fix their home? No, it did not pass through his mind at all. Not a very good son, do you agree? The Jones finally got together and figure how to avoid putting their parents in a nursing home. Well, at least they were trying. What more can you ask from your kids? !1 right.
Please subscribe and share and like our channel. New-Mex videos. Original stories by Pedro and Diego.